he ran away.
なかったんですか?
Michiru voice actor from Gracia. You talking about that, I don't even know what hair color was she. The girl that was speaking like weird Japanese to us. That's Michiru. I don't know. She doesn't sound like her. Maybe I'm not used to her not yelling at me. He went to keep flying around.
残念でした。
マサヤがもっとうまく指示を出せば勝てた試合じゃないの?
Sorry. Of course, Misaki noticed. Well, I guess any average Skywalker would. Still, Perez was fighting his own battle there, so it wasn't my place to stop him. Figured it was smart to let him do what he wanted.
部長はそういうタイプだからそうなんだろうけどさ。
I get the feeling that part of Perez frustrates Misaki.
でも兄ちゃんにしてはかっこよかったと思う。
お、急にブラコン発言?
Damn, Brocon.
いやいや、あの兄ちゃん相手にブラコンはありえないでしょう。
Kokoro. Wait, Michiru and Kokoro have the same voice actor. I think I could hear that. But the difference is Michiru and Kokoro yells. Ayura wasn't yelling. She needs to yell.
そんなことないと思いますけど。その話はともかくとして、ドワーッとスピードを出してたし、最後にビューンって飛んでいったし、見てる人もすごくワーワーなってたし。
すごくワーワー。
そうですよね。すごく盛り上がっていました。
派手な試合だったからグラシを買う人が増えて、白瀬さん大喜びかもね。
部長ってあんなに速く飛べるんだってびっくりしましたよ。ですよね。私今の試合を見て感動しました。ああいうのも FC なんですね。
Oh man, now I feel like a hater. Fuck, maybe that was hype. Well, good shit, Perez. I don't want to feel like a hater. Alright, I'll call that good shit then. Asuka curls up in excitement as she says that with a smile on her face.
一体何ですか?
すごい試合になってるとか?
Who's the other people? I don't remember the other people.
試合はまだスタートしてないみたいですけど。
I remember this, the crazy chick.
あ、スタートラインを見て。
Right, with like purple aura. Oh god, it's this man.
この試合の選手ってことは。
Is it a chick or a dude? Monica runs her eyes over a copy of the tournament bracket.
あの選手は上通り社学園の。
Kamidorisha. I thought they didn't have an FC club.
でもはっきりと上通り社学園って書いてあるよ。それで選手名は。
I gotta know the masked player name.
どうしたの?
Tell me their name.
難しい漢字で読めないとかですか?
You're an idiot, Monica.
キラキラネームってやつ?
じゃなくて謎の覆面って書いてあるんだけど。
Man.
謎の覆面?
Keeping the gender a mystery.
すごすぎるよね。
You think they put the mysterious part themselves?
自己申告で謎だったら謎という意味の深淵に迫りそうな気がするけど。
自称謎っていうのは謎なのかという問題ですね。そんなことよりそれってありなの?
I said no, but apparently it's within the rules since they're set to compete and all.
敵か味方か。
Again, FC is a solo sport, so of course they're the enemy. Does she really like saying that line?
試合が始まりそうですよ。
To reposition themselves.
ごくり。
And then the whistle blown.
どんな選手なんでしょうか。ドキドキです。
Doki doki des. Right, they better have something special up their sleeve, like with a name of mysterious masked Skywalker. Based on the Hebas of Mizuki, I guess they're an all-rounder. Usually only all-rounders use that motto, but you do see some fighters put them on from time to time.
華麗な技を出すか、トリッキーな技で翻弄するか。とにかく普通じゃないことだけは間違いないでしょうね。
Everyone seems to be on the same page. Cheers fill the bench as the match begins. Let's wait and see. Show me your move. Mass Skywalker. The whistle blows, signaling the end of the match. Asuka and I then look at each other instantly.
その普通でしたよね。
Yep, they were perfectly average all-rounder.
すごく基本に忠実だったよね。
そして負けましたね。
Damn, they lost? Mass Skywalker lost their match. Final score was 4-5.
とっても惜しい感じではあったよね。
It feels like no one knows how to react to the outcome. There was nothing special about the Masked Walker. They weren't particularly weak or strong in any aspect. Basically average is the perfect word for them. Well, let's just forget this ever happened and move on.
そうだね。
Can I hear them talk? This is real awkward.
そろそろマシロッチをアップしておいた方がいい時間だよ。
I still think the Masked Walker is, should I say, little sister. I think that's his name, right? Because she's shy. So, it kind of makes sense that she put a mask on. Don't look all depressed. You haven't lost yet.
だからそういうことはもっと力強く言ってください。一回戦から運が悪すぎます。
Dun, dun, dun. You really need to get over that. She's just been whining about that non-stop this whole time.
だって佐藤院さんが相手だなんて正直に言って勝てる気が全くしません。率直に言って不可能としか思えません。いた。
Something like that. I bet I pinched her. Damn, I slapped her? Alright. I get Mashiro a light slap on the head.
痛い。運が悪かった上に理不尽な暴力まで振るわれた。
Damn violence. Relax. I'm just trying to get you to calm down.
落ち着いてますよ。落ち着いて考えてみたらやっぱり不可能だって言ってるんです。いた。なんですかポンポンポンポンポンポンポンポン。
Boom, boom. Damn it. I'm pressing the up button, that's why. I didn't slap you like that. Stop exaggerating. Look, going to the match expecting to lose is rude to your opponent. You should at least try to win, even if she's obviously better than you.
そう言われても。
She may not look at it, but Satsumi is a very nice, diligent person.
はい。何ですか急に。
That's because the main character like her, that's why. You agree, yeah?
思いますけど、高飛車そうな外見に反して真面目でいい人ですけど、それが？
Her playstyle is the same.
そうかもしれませんけど、一体何を言おうとしているんですか？
Just let me finish. Listen, Satsumi is an all-rounder. An all-rounder is focused on exploiting their opponent's weaknesses.
それは分かってますけど。
When they face a fighter, they subdue them with speed. When they're against a speeder, they take them on a dogfight. In other words, most all-rounders play around their opponent's game plan.
なんか犯罪の匂いがしてきました。
Oh, come on. How? Anyway, in my mind, there are two kinds of ultra-serious people.
と言いますと？
One directs that sentiment towards themselves, while the other directs it towards others. The former is usually very belief-driven, while the latter is usually concerned about how something might impact others. Which do you think Satsumi is?
佐藤院さんは後者ですね。気遣い上手ですから。
Right? So basically, Satsumi adapts both her personality and playstyle to her opponent, which we can use to our advantage.
なんだか顔が黒いですよ。
Come on, man. Whatever. It takes to win.
それで具体的にどうしたらいいんですか？
Jump past the first line right away.
私はスピーダーなんですけど。
I know, but if you fight her using normal speed tactics, she'll take you down right away. You realize how much better she is, right?
それは分かってますけど。
That's why you're going to play like a fighter.
スピーダーなのにファイターみたいに？
Yep, there are some places to do that, okay? Just trust me. There aren't many, but some people do focus on dogfights despite wearing speeder shoes. And those players utilize the speed from the shoes to focus on hit and run tactics.
でも私はそういう練習をしてませんよ。
You used to be a fighter.
確かにしてましたけど。
You need to pull out all the stops if you want to stand a chance against her.
それはそうだろうと思いますけど。
After you jump ahead, position yourself above Satoin, you start putting pressure on her.
前じゃなくて上ですか？
She have a hard time seeing you when you're above her. It's difficult to keep up inverted flight, which pretty much rules that option out for her.
でも
Mashiro glances to the side. When I follow her gaze, I see Satoin talking to Shindo.
進藤さんがセコンドなら見えなくてもプレッシャーにならないのでは？
Damn, she don't believe in me. Good point. Shindo definitely going to accurately relay Mashiro's position to her, which hurts this plan. It still works. People get uneasy when they can't see things they know are right in front of them, right?
そうかもしれませんが、それでプレッシャーをかけ続けたらどうなりますか？
She start acting cautious, which should slow her down. Plus, like I said, Satoin is a considerate person. If the decision is engaged or not in her shoulder...
佐藤院さんがドッグファイトを挑んでくる？
Exactly. And now we get to the most important part. When she rushes you, make her run for it. Force her into a battle of speed.
つまり佐藤院さんの裏をかくと。
Bingo. Mashiro stands no chance in a straightforward match. But luckily, Satoin watches Mashiro during the training camp, which means she's under the impression that she's a fighter. They may have just saved us.
できますかね？
If you stay high enough, you can use gravity to accelerate quickly and beat her. Satoin, on the other hand, will probably be pretty mad that she got tricked and lose her composure.
佐藤院さんが最初から V を狙ったら？
Then it'll become a pure speed battle, which puts you at a disadvantage despite your gap in skill.
いいことだらけに聞こえますね。
Honestly, I thought it was going to go that well. Mashiro doesn't have much experience as a speeder yet, so she probably can't even win if she has an advantage.
私を騙してます？
What would I get out of tricking you? I make sure to sound confident to keep her spirits high.
気づいたら羽毛布団を買ったりしてませんかね？
What? I have to be a professional conman to somehow sell you something through all this.
わかりました。言う通りにやってみます。
Good. You gotta believe that you can win. If you do pull it off, Misaki be real happy.
そうですね。頑張ります。
Mashiro clenches her fist right in her chest, nods and flies toward first. Now, I have to hope Satoin falls for the trap.
よろしくお願いしますわね。
They both wear yellow.
こちらこそ私頑張りますから。私だって頑張りますわ。勇士や。はい。
Oh, my bad. Mashiro's voice sounds a bit shaky. Makes sense, since this is her first tournament and all. Guess she started feeling nervous as soon as she got to her starting position. Don't forget, you need to jump to the second line right away.
分かってます。大丈夫。
試合を開始していいですか？
はい。よろしくてよ。
セット。
Go. Satoin starts by staring at Mashiro. She wants to see whether Mashiro is going to jump to the next line or go for the buoy. There's a perfect chance to fake going for the buoy, but Mashiro is not ready to convincingly pull that off yet. Having confirmed that Mashiro jumped to the second line, Satoin flies down to first, aiming for second. Great. Now you can position not too far from the buoy. Oh, but make sure you aren't too close either.
わかりました。
We need to get the ball rolling as soon as possible, but getting closer to the buoy means getting closer to Satoin. And if she does that, she's always at the risk of Satoin touching the buoy and flying straight past Mashiro.
高さはこのくらいでいいですか？
Mashiro is around 5 meters above the line. Yeah, that's fine. Remember, if Satoin tries to go straight down the line, it'll be a race to third.
はい。
If that happens, try to stay as high as possible.
どうしてですか？
You're trying to force her into a position that gives you the advantage. It'll be bad if she caught you before she pulled that off. Plus, it'll probably piss her off.
なんだかハンティングしてるみたいですね。
In a way, you kinda are. Satoin touches second. The score is 1-1. Satsumi slows down and look up at Mashiro.
まさや先輩、佐藤院さんにものすごく見つめられてますけど。
Is Mashiro positioned a dead getaway? And that's the only way I can see him winning this. After waiting for a while, she approaches Mashiro instead of going for third.
なるほどなるほど、そういうことですのね。まさや先輩、作戦が完全にバレているみたいなんですけど。
That's not much of an issue. The important question here is how she's going to react.
あ、私の方が前にいるんだから、今から V を狙いに行くというのはどうでしょうか。
No, that's against the rules.
そうでした。
Player who jump blind can't go for the next bullet until they either make physical contact with the opponent or cross their path.
狙いは悪くないと思いますが、 V を失う危険を冒してでも私の上のポジションをキープして私をイライラさせる作戦ですわね。いえ、そういうことですわね。
Do I make sure to tell her no?
いや、決してそういうわけでは。付き合ってあげてもよろしくてよ。
Contrary to my expectations, Satsumi is the one pressuring Mashiro. She gradually climbs, making her way towards Mashiro. At this way, she'll reach her altitude and our plane will go out the window. Damn. If Satsumi keeps this up, Mashiro will break down before she even gets to make a move. Before it comes to that, Mashiro, do it now! Engage Satsumi in a dogfight while she's still below you.
わかりました。やります。
Huh. The cocky smirk rises to Satsumi's face.
こうも簡単に挑発に乗ってもらっては困りますの。乗ったのは日向正也だしな。
Fuck you. What? Satsumi tilts toward energetically, then proceeds to swoop down. Mashiro and Satsumi pass right by each other.
お先に失礼しますわ。
Mashiro is now flying toward second, while Satsumi is heading toward third. Oh. Never expected her to do that.
これは一体何ですか？
Satsumi played us. There's no point chasing after her now. Jump to the third line. Mashiro listens to me and starts flying toward the third line.
質問です。
Yeah?
佐藤院さんはドッグファイトをする気はなくて、私が佐藤院さんに挑みかかる方向をサード V の逆方向に固定してから挑発してきたということですか？
Yeah. That's right. Sorry, seemed like she outsmarted me.
ああ、なるほど。はい、わかりました。
What are you talking about?
早く飛んだりバチバチ背中を狙い合うだけじゃなくて、こういう空気の読み合いと言えばいいんでしょうか。そういうのも FC なんですね。
I think Mashiro got realized she got crossed up. Exactly.
なるほどなるほど。
Broken ankles.
ということはですよ、次は私が佐藤院さんを騙せばいいわけですよね。
Do you have a plan?
あるような、ないような。
You sound pretty uncertain. Anyway, just take the same position again. She may have beaten us just now, but the strategy still sound.
わかりました。
Satsumi calmly touches third and approaches Mashiro. That's 0 and 2. Mashiro is waiting above the center of the third line. Like last time, Satsumi proceeds to slowly inch closer to Mashiro. Is she doing that to preserve her stamina? Or wait, she's trying to run down the clock, maybe? We only have the first round today, so there's no need to preserve stamina. But then again, there's nothing wrong with using this chance to help form the habit. Stalling may seem dirty, but Mashiro's strategy involves waiting, so we have no right to complain.
また同じ作戦ですね。どうでしょうか。
Retreat diagonally upwards at the same pace she's using to close in on you.
はい。
We don't want her to close the gap. If Mashiro keeps retreating, Satsumi might just give up and go for the buoy eventually. And if she does, we can turn this into a battle of speed. This is a little risk, but at the end of the day, Satsumi is taking the bait. Things are looking up. Huh? This is weird. Mashiro turns to the side as she's getting pulled by something. Man, what? And that makes Satsumi look at that direction as well.
あれ？あの赤いの隕石じゃありませんか？
Mashiro uses that chance to tilt downward, closing the distance between her and Satsumi in an instant. You gotta remember, Satsumi is a dumbass. So, yeah. Mashiro extends her arm and touches Satsumi back as she flies by her. Satsumi loses her balance completely as she essentially rolls forward. Wow, 1 to 2. That was, I don't even know that dirty. That's like, it's not against the rules or anything, but I say that was a breach of player etiquette at the least. Not gonna work. You made contact, so it's fine for you to go for the buoy. Use the boost for that to speed over to it. Mashiro proceeds to rush towards the buoy. Satsumi totally lost her composure, so it should take her some time to recover. Mashiro has successfully touched fourth. That's 2-2. Amazing! I can't believe she actually managed to even score. Maybe you do. Huh? I looked over and finally noticed that Satsumi is floating in the first line. I never planned for this scenario. Man, she's blushing. She sure does. And honestly, she has every right to be. Her hair is standing on end. She even looked like a bloodthirsty demon. Satsumi doesn't look angry. She looks embarrassed. Don't worry, angry opponent have a hard time making rational decisions. Let's watch her closely and figure out how to slip past her. Don't just give in. Whatever, just hurry up and force her into a race. Satsumi-san rushes towards Mashiro. Yeah, this is not going to end well. In a way, dog fights are also a battle of spirit, so there's no way she can put up a fight when she's that rattled. Pretty sure my words won't reach her anymore, but I still have to try and help her. Calm down, Mashiro. Take a deep breath. If you lose your cool now, you're just handing the reins over to Satsumi. Damn. Wow. Okay. Alright, so it's 2-7. We trained for 20 plus hours. Oh man. Oh, you definitely shouldn't have done that, but the idea itself wasn't bad. Misleading your opponent with your gaze is the foundation of feints. Like I said, you shouldn't have done that. There's nothing wrong with looking to the side, but bringing up a meter to go made you look isn't cool. She was probably worried about getting seriously injured there.
それはそうかもしれません。かもしれませんではなくて不謹慎なのです。
Then she heard everything.
さっきはすみませんでした。
Mashiro bends backward at surprising high speed, then bounds her head at the same pace.
終わったことはもういいですわ。私こそ大人げなかったと反省していますの。私こそ反省してます。
Too much yellow on the screen.
横を向くフェイントを仕掛けた勇気には敬意を表します。有坂真白、あなた見どこ？
Oops.
それでは失礼させていただきます。
I had to remove one yellow from the screen. There was too much going on. Tatooine does a graceful twirl and takes her leave. You hear that? You have promise.
そんなことを言うとは佐藤井さんも見どころありますね。
You should actually reflect on your actions here, Mashiro. Great. We're sitting at 2 losses in the first round already. We really want to put a stop to this string of losses, but Misaki doesn't seem the least bit motivated. Discuss your opponent. No mistakes allowed. Since I help you prepare you for your match with Shindo tomorrow, plus you could probably use the extra bit of confidence too.
はーい。
Excuse. What's with that lazy reply?
はっきり言って試合をしたくないです。
Huh? Look, I know your mood fluctuates like the values of stock, but can you please not get me down on the very first match?
気分屋って気分を売り物にしたことなんかない。マサヤは私の気分をいくらで買ってくれるわけ
100 yen for you to get motivated.
安いなぁ。でも気分が変わるたびに100円もらえば時給2000円くらいいくかな。
You plan on changing your mood 20 times an hour? Anyway, forget that. Why don't you want to compete now?
対戦相手。
What about Ichinose? Misaki directs her gaze over to a spot a few meters away from us. Tatooine-san and Ichinose are talking over there. You don't want to face someone you know? I guess that's fair. A lot of people don't like facing their friends, since it makes things awkward after the fact. Sure, sometimes friendship and friendly rivalries form due to a match, but just as often, or no, more often, things get awkward instead. The reason is simple. It's frustrating to lose. And because most people don't want to admit defeat, they end up blaming their opponent. In a competitive sport, suck it up. Man, Messiah, you gotta look in the mirror sometimes, man. FC doesn't have a large player base yet, so you tend to face the same people over and over. That means she has to get used to this sooner rather than later.
それもちょっとあるけど、なんか言いづらいな。言いづらいっていうのは言いたくないってことじゃなくて。
I know why. It's Hinata's fault. It's all Hinata's fault.
言葉にしづらい。マサヤは一ノ瀬ちゃんのことどう思う？体が好みとかそういうことじゃなくてだよ。
Obviously. I have a few screws loose to interpret her question like that.
脱いだら意外と大きいんじゃないかとかそういう妄想の話じゃないよ。
Wow. Fuck. How did she know? Oh, come on, I'm no idiot. Have a little faith in here. And never even mentioned having a dream like that. I say she has a steady or rather meticulous play style. It's rather obvious that she has a pretty by the book play style.
だよね。
What about it?
ちゃんとっていうのが見えすぎるから、進藤さんや佐藤院さんとは合宿の時に話したけど、別に試合をするのは嫌じゃないんだよね。
What? You're saying Ichinose is different somehow?
進藤さんは 昔より強くて、あ、うん、怖い。
怖い。Scary, huh?
進藤さんほどじゃないけど、佐藤院さんも怖い。性格がって意味じゃないし、体がってことじゃないよ。
What do you keep assuming that's what I think? Look, I know exactly what you mean by scary. I used to be a player myself, so I'm painfully aware of what it's like to fear an opponent. It's only natural to get nervous before facing someone good. Same goes for when you face an opponent that's hard to read. And sometimes even ordinary players with conventional playstyles can make you sweat because of the mastery of their skills. Feeling scared of your opponent is perfectly a natural emotion.
その怖さがあるから、私も全力でやろうと思えるってとこがあると思う。怖い相手と試合するのは楽しいし。
In other words, you don't want to face Ichinose because she doesn't scare you.
そう言うと、私がすごく傲慢な人みたいだけど、そういうこと。練習がすごく丁寧だから、試合で何をしてくるのか全部見えちゃう気がする。
I get where she's coming from, but you know, underestimate your opponent is a surefire way to lose. A wide smile forms on Misaki's face as she looks down at her toes.
そういう意味じゃないんだってば。それに一ノ瀬ちゃんは真面目だから負けたくないって気持ちを込めてくると思うんだよね。
Right. She even said as much as this morning.
うん。そういうとこがなんていうか。
Damn.
って感じ。
You know why she's like this? I don't want to give too much of spoilers, because I already watched the anime, so I already know what she's thinking. But, damn, this made me want to do Misaki route, because they never patch things up in the anime. I want to see the ending. Right? They tease a little bit of Misaki and Hinata, but they never completed it. They gave you like a little taste and that's it. I want to see how can he recover from that. I don't remember how he recovered. I don't think he ever recovered. So why? Now when to lose is nothing special. I mean, come on. What player in their right mind would actually want to lose a match?
それは分かってるんだけど、一ノ瀬ちゃんはまっすぐに込めてくると思うから、それにたじろぐというか。
She's thinking Uchinose is like nah, I'm not gonna say it. How does it throw you off exactly?
それを前面に出すくらいならプレイに集中すればいいのにと思っちゃって戸惑っちゃうんだよね。
Oh, now it all makes sense. I think I finally get what you're trying to say. Ichinose is sure that victory awaits her as long as she does everything by the book. And it seems that way of thinking pisses Misaki off. If you want to win, then do everything in your power to win. That's Misaki's point. Simply believing isn't good enough. Yet Ichinose keep mentioning it. Don't get me wrong, having faith in yourself is important. But if you're not confident in your own skills, the accuracy of your moves will suffer. If you don't trust yourself to perform the moves you practice, you'll miss the right timing to use them. If you don't believe you can win for the bottom of the heart, you'll never win. I don't think that's the reason. That's what I don't think. I think the reason, man, it's the Arthur writing this, but I think Misaki think Ichinose like Hinata, right? Because they're both stubborn. And then if Ichinose lose, she's gonna hate Misaki for life, and she don't want that because she actually didn't like her as a friend. I think that's what Misaki's thinking. However, Ichinose's state of mind is a little different. It seems almost like she's believing in the fact that she believes in herself, if that makes any sense. And that effectively the same as not truly believing in anything. Forget Ichinose issues. You just need to focus on winning.
そうだよね。
Damn. Can you? She don't want to throw away her friendship. That's what she's scared about. Misaki forms a forced smile after saying that.
で、コーチ、どうやりましょうか。
You gotta help Misaki, dude. I gotta do Mashiro route though. Because in order to get all of Misaki route, you have to do Mashiro route. If you don't do it, I think I heard you're gonna be missing a couple of scenes. So that's why I'm trying to do Mashiro first so I can do Misaki's. It's kind of hard though. because I really want to do Misaki Row. I started playing this game to do Misaki Row because, like I said, never got finished in the anime. It's basically a huge cliffhanger for like 4+ years. Yeah. She asked me in the teasing tone. You practice with press, so you should be used to fighting speeders. Plus, Ichinose is a lot slower than press, so her speed should pose no problem. Still, she's not going to use a lot more feints than press, which make you doubt what to do when she closes in. When that happens, don't make the first move.
一ノ瀬ちゃんが動いてから
Yep, basically, whenever she tries to force you to make a decision, throw that right back at her.
なるほどね。一ノ瀬ちゃんのフェイントは正直だからってこと
Bingo. I hate you. I don't like that word. You can pull that off, right?
なんか気が重いな。
Damn. Enough. Get serious already.
わかりました。じゃ、
Damn, man. Misaki just want to win. Fuck. Is it worth winning? Misaki flies off towards first in her usual tottering manner.
よろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
何かな
I can hear the conversation through the headset.
進藤先輩は飛沢さんに期待してるみたいですけど、私負けませんから。
Okay.
あ、はい。
She's so serious.
負けませんから。
Oh man.
私もと言った方がいいのかな
It's making things awkward.
知りません。
Please God, don't let Misaki motivation die completely. Bruh, Messiah is so obsessed with winning though. That aside, this isn't really my business, but isn't Ichinose a little too high-strung? It's hard to maintain good form when you're all tense and stiff. I look to the side. Her second, Satomi speaking to her with a slightly stern look on her face. Knowing her, she'll probably tell Ichinose that she just said something inappropriate.
試合を開始します。
Man.
セット。
Misaki. The whistle resounds. Time to begin. Misaki is a fighter, which, while Ichinose is a speeder. Naturally, Misaki jumps to the second line right away. Ichinose in turn flies to her second. By the time Misaki reaches the center of the second line, Ichinose touches second, bringing the score 0-1. Everything going just as we planned for now. Ichinose fixated the gaze on Misaki after pushing off second. She says that, then closes in on Misaki with a horizontal scissor. That is just like what she did to Asuka during our training camp. Misaki rocking her body up and down, left and right as she stands ready to intercept her. She looked kind of like Muhammad Ali out there. It's weird. Ichinose is probably going to shoot directly up or down right before she reaches Misaki. You make your opponent's eyes get used to horizontal movement and suddenly shift to vertical movement instead. It's a standard fate. It tends to be rather effective too, but she's making this way too obvious. Still, it's not like we know which way she's going, so we need to keep an eye out. I should give Misaki some advice, but maybe I'll hold off on that for now. Better to just wait and see how she reacts. Once Ichinose gets close enough, Misaki throws up her arm like when you do a butterfly stroke in the water. It's a motion that helps person shift into a rapid climb. Ichinose responds by diving diagonally downward. And Misaki does a 180 vertical roll and shoots straight down into Ichinose. Ichinose probably thought she lost Misaki already. Repelled by the touch, she goes flying off into the distance with no semblance of her balance remaining. I'm sure Satomi relayed Misaki position to her, but she probably couldn't react fast enough. The score is 1-1. Misaki touches Ichinose back yet again while she flailing through the air. Damn, it's over. That's another point for Misaki. 2-1. Ichinose eventually regains her balance and dives down to put some distance between her and Misaki, but
それはダメ。
again Satsumi scream from all the way over here. She does descend even further after getting put down twice already, a rookie mistake. Ichinose is right by the water now. She's a speeder who's back to square one. She can't escape downward, her natural speed is slow, and there's no way for her to gain speed while going up. And worst of all, just a fighter right above her who can dive down to gain speed. She should have tried going to the side or up instead, even if that meant letting Misaki score a few more points. Honestly, there's technically nothing wrong with any of her individual decisions. When your opponent seems to move up, you fly down. When you get hit, you dive down to shake them off. However, the combination of those decisions are driven her into a corner. She's clearly very skilled, but it doesn't seem like she's used to using all the things she learned at once, which is dragging her down.
水面をセカンド V 方向へ逃げて。
Satsumi is raising her voice, which is rather unusual. Ichinose proceeds to follow her orders.
どうする？追う？
It's too late for that. You should have done it earlier. Get serious already.
真面目にやってるけど。
Yeah.
だけど一ノ瀬ちゃん、私を泣きそうな顔で見てるから、つい動きが止まっちゃったんだって。
Man.
やりづらい。
Ichinose is a crybaby, man. He had the perfect chance to score more points. Kanata just want to win. He doesn't care about anybody's feelings. But she hadn't actually done that. There's a chance she would have traumatized Ichinose. Though maybe she preferred that over being petty. Anyway, Ichinose flew back to the last buoys, so touch third and move down the line.
了解。
Misaki touches third. That makes it 3-1.
どうする？このままフォース V を狙う？
It's safe to assume she'll catch up to you at some point, but yeah, you might as well.
了解。
The fighter is leaving the speeder in the dust. Weird. Maybe Ichinose giving up. Is she already traumatized? Right as Misaki gets a few meters out from the buoy,
待ってください。
Ichinose rushes down the line at an unimaginable speed.
あれ？
I get why Misaki is so confused. There's no hint of her using a feint whatsoever. She's just advancing in a straight line like press. Misaki rocks her body in a different direction, but doesn't react to it at all.
これってもしかして。
Brace yourself for impact. Ichinose trying to force her way through. Stop her.
私、負けませんから。
Ichinose collides with Misaki.
おお。
They're both repelled immediately. Misaki swiftly recovers from a loss of balance, but she's now on the other side of the buoy. And in front of the buoy is Ichinose, though she still hasn't recovered quite yet. And that's what she was after. In a head-on collision, both players are repelled in opposite directions. So while it looks like Ichinose has been thrown backward, she actually advanced a fair bit. Repulsion is relative, so when you're advancing with forward force that's stronger than repelling force, you will in fact move forward even though it looks like you've been pushed back. She lost almost all her speed, but she actually managed to get in front of the buoy. Plus, she pushed Misaki back at the exact same time.
追加です。
Ichinose used the speed boost from the buoys to stabilize her form and rocket down the next line. The score is 3-2.
まだまだわかりませんよ。
なんだ一ノ瀬ちゃん、ちゃんと怖くなれるんだ。それなら。
Misaki tilts forward and flies toward the buoy, then uses the repelling force from the touching to accelerate. She wants to touch Ichinose before she picks up more speed.
え？
Ichinose spins her body sideways in order to escape Misaki's extended hands. It's a basic technique that's known as the alien row. She stretches out her arms and pulls them back in again, shifting her speed all the while, which helps her elegantly evade Misaki. Kill his speed!
わかってる。
Touching her back would just push her forward. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. I'm delusional, don't worry about it. Which would actually hurt Misaki's chances. Her only choice is to somehow touch her from the side.
好きなようにはさせませんから。ちょっと。
Ichinose swiftly soars up in a high yo-yo, and Misaki sped up quite a bit at that point, and ends up in front of her as a result.
ドッグファイトができないわけじゃないんです。
Ichinose dives down and goes for Misaki's open back.
それを言うなら私はドッグファイトしかできないんですけど。
Misaki dodges with a rapid climb. Now Ichinose is in front again, which means she's forced to enter a swift climb to pursue Misaki back. They start spinning around like a roller coaster as they go for each other's back. Ichinose is wearing Maine Coons for the small grove, which are speed grab shoes, so this is pretty damn expensive. Impressive. She must have put a lot of time and effort into dogfight practice if she's doing this well in those shoes. Unfortunately, Misaki touches Ichinose back, sending her flying. And that's 4-2. Yeah, Misaki's the wrong opponent to try and beat in the dogfight.
追加させません。ちょっと。
Damn, getting physical. Ichinose rolls over and guards herself by throwing out both her arms. Wow, that's not how speeders usually defend themselves at all. Because one of them realized that playing standard would just doom them at this point. Not sure if that was Satsumi or Ichinose itself, but either way, it's a decision that requires a lot of courage. Still, she may have stopped Misaki from scoring, but how does she plan on getting away when she's wearing grab shoe with slow initial speed?
今の一ノ瀬ちゃん、ちゃんと怖い。
言ってる意味がわかりません。
Oh, I know. I guess there is one way for her to escape. She just needs to let Misaki touch her, and use the repellent force to make up for her in this slow initial speed. Forfeit the battle to win the war, basically. Misaki, do you want to win?
うん。ちゃんと勝ちたい。
Just start circling Ichinose.
わかった。
Misaki starts to circle
こ
Ichinose.
れから？
If Ichinose tries to do something, go for it back. If she doesn't, do nothing.
え？何もするなってどういうこと？
Nothing means nothing. Why are you acting all confused?
どうしてそんなことを言うのかってことを聞いてるの。
Ichinose is trying to escape with the speed boost she gets from you touching her. The perfect counter to that is just to not touch her. All you need to do is just circle around her until time runs out.
そんなやり方は卑怯だってば。
If you really want to win, do whatever it takes. If you hold back now, neither of you will be able to accept the results after the match. It's the only way to reach a satisfying conclusion. No one would be happy if you do something stupid now.
わかった。
Damn, Kanata, scummy. Ichinose looks frustrated. She knows that if she makes a move, Misaki immediately go for her back. If she wants to win, she has no choice but to wait for Misaki to change her mind. We're at a stalemate because both of them want to win more than anything in the world. I notice that Satsumi looks straight at me. I give her a nod. Damn, it's over. And then Satsumi nods back with a wide smile on her face. The match is over. There's no way to change things at this point. Ichinose probably knows that she had no one to blame for her loss but herself. 4-2. Misaki win. Good job. Anything you'd like to say?
いや別にこういう試合もあるんだなって思ったけど手を抜いたわけじゃないから。
Right. Though you did hold back during the first half, didn't you?
5回やりづらかっただけ。一ノ瀬ちゃんちゃんと強かったからほっとしたよ。
Wow, she sounds super arrogant. But honestly, I expect no less from Misaki.
ありがとうございました。
Damn, she's not crying? Good job, Ichinose. Ichinose comes over and bows her head to
い
Misaki.
え、こちらこそ。
ちゃんとプレイしてもらえて安心しました。
Oh, so she noticed.
でも次は負けませんから。
Sugi.
私も負けるつもりはないよ。
Misaki smiles as she says that. Actually, they're both smiling. Nice. In the end, we finished the first day with 2 losses. Damn, we skipped Asuka. Fuck Asuka, right? Fuck Asuka. Let's skip her match. I don't mind we skip Asuka, to be honest. I guess that's okay. Whoever fought Asuka is whatever then. Misaki beat Ichinose and
ありがとうございます。
NPC.
やりました。
Asuka beats the NPC.
おめでとう。
Yay!
おめでとうございます。すごいやったね。
How long did that took? 2 hours?
よくやったぞ。いい試合だった。
For 3 matches? It's pretty long. Everyone's throwing Asuka an applaud.
まさか勝てるとは思いませんでした。奇跡です。奇跡が起きました。そんなことないって。実力だよ、実力。いえ、奇跡です。何か変なことが地球規模で起きているのかも。私のせいで地球が危ない。
Don't you think it's a little much, Asuka? I mean, do you seriously believe you have psychic powers? You know what I wish? Honestly, I wish the main character's voice, and I wish we can see the main character. I don't wish that on too many visual novels, but for this visual novel, I specifically wish that. 1, I feel like the main character, Masai Hinata, he doesn't have anything going for him, because he's a dick, right? He's a scumbag, as you saw for his strategies, and he's pretty arrogant too. He's like, yes, those things. But it balanced it out because he's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gay either, but he's kind of hot. So I guess it's okay about that. And he changed a little bit too, as you see. He still act like that, but only in his head. When he talks to other people, he holds back a lot. So I guess that's an improvement. So I wish they show what Messiah looked like and they voice him too. Because I think that would be a lot better. Because right now, I'm not really a big fan of him. But he is hot. I give him that. He got the looks.
実力だ実力。でもじゃないぞクラシナ。
Oh, what the fuck? Always is speaking to her in a rather grave tone.
実力で勝ったんじゃなかったら相手がかわいそうだろ。
Damn.
もしクラシナが逆の立場だったらどう思う？相手が強かったという理由以外で負けたとしたら納得できないと思わないか？
そうかもしれません。
運だってあるだろう。それも含めての実力だ。それなのに実力じゃないなんて言い方は相手に失礼だ。
I'm scarred from yesterday's shock drop. I didn't get the tens.
失礼ですか？
そうだ。
So whenever I see a notification, I'm like, is it a shock drop? Is it a shock drop? It's not a shock drop. How did it feel to win?
勝ってとても嬉しかったですけど、
Damn.
申し訳ないような気もして、嬉しいけど複雑です。
Good to know. Not sure if it happened in the next match or the one after that, but your feelings will grow more clear by the end of the tournament.
はっきりですか？
Definitely. I direct my gaze to the edge of the venue. There can only be one champion. Oh. Damn. That means you'll probably get knocked out eventually. By the end of this tournament, you know how it feels to win and lose. So yeah, it feels to feel that way for now. It's
大
fine.
丈夫なんですか？
Yeah. Might as well bask in the feeling of winning while you still can.
わかりました。
マサヤが分かったような分かんないようなこと言ってアスカを言いくるめた。
Damn.
言いくるめられましたか？私
I didn't. I was just trying to tell you to embrace your feelings in the moment.
素直ですか？
Does that mean she want a hug? That's right.
不気味にニマニマしてるね。
What? Oh, fuck you, Monica. Come on, I always smile. I can't not smile. This game's pretty tight.
素直にと思ったら自然にそうなっちゃったんです。
And plus, Asuka blushes pretty cute too. Fuck you, Monica. The last match of the day comes to an end as I look up to the sky.
さて、今日は終わりだな。
Then what are we gonna do? We still got an hour left. I turn to Monica and see her looking at the tournament bracket sheet.
兄ちゃんとマシロッチが負けてアスカちゃんとミサキが勝ったわけか。順当といえば順当か。
Yup.
私の負けを順当とか言わないでください。
当然だけど進藤さんが勝ったね。
Pretty obvious. I wonder why he changed his playstyle.
スピーダー寄りのオールラウンダーなのに今日の試合はほとんどファイターだったもんね。
進藤さんの試合怖かったです。
Shindo engaged in a dogfight with his opponent on the second line. He kept scoring over and over without ever advancing. He crushed his competition. And honestly, it almost seemed like he enjoyed it.
死闘水産の2人も勝ってるね。
あの人たちは私と当たらないよね。
She don't want to fight them.
ガネコさんとオコゼさんは逆ブロックだし、そもそも明日のミサキの初戦は進藤さんだから余計な心配しなくていいよ。
Neko-san.
私が負けるのを前提にするな。進藤さんに勝って。
そうですそうです。美咲先輩の前では進藤さんなんか存在意義を完全に喪失した存在でしかないんですから。
Calm down, Mashiro. You're talking like Misaki's some kind of FC god.
大まかな意味ではそれで間違っていないかと。
Megami? Damn.
私神様だったんだ。だとしたら神社とかに祀られたりするのかな。
店の裏に神社を作りましょう。そこで暮らしてもらっても構いません。
Damn.
段ボールとかで作られそうだな。
いえいえ、大理石とかを使って1000年は残る立派なのを作ります。
それは普通に困るな。割と困るな。
私 FC が上手になるようにお祈りに行きますよ。
Wow, a win over Shindo-san tomorrow will mark the birth of Misakiism, huh? Cool. Let's do our best to make it happen.
そんなのでモチベーションを保つのは無理だ。
Misaki lets out a somewhat forced laugh.
マサヤに言われなくても頑張るけどね。
Great. Asuka, make sure you do all you can to spill out some wins tomorrow.
明日も勝てるように頑張ります。
Well, let's call it a day. Make sure to head straight home.
明日同じ時間に集合だぞ。遅刻しないように気をつけてな。
Oh.